Hi folks, it's round 5 of the 8 Regents of Westeros tournament, and this time we are up against Targaryen, and we lost the first one tonight, Rupert losing against Johannes, but there's still 3 games to come, and next up we'll be watching Mates against Kahaanboom. So the game has started, and could be a tricky one. It's free folk again against Mammers. And yeah, starting with the high claim, so better get some claim soak in. So we've seen free folk games in this tournament. Some very successful. We played one against Baratheon that completely dominated. In fact, I think, was it Mates who played that? I think so. And it was also played against us with not much success against Rupert in one of the previous rounds. So can go either way. Let's see what comes in. Yeah, some stealth makes it then very difficult to defend against the 2 claim, which basically turns into 3 claim military in round 1. And no military icon in play, even if you marshal now with alone someone like Renly, you really need a strong strength boost. And no stealth on the other side for him to survive. There it is, the stealth character. Was milked the last time against us, so that would be nice. And even keeping gold, of course, is possible in free folk. You have Last of the Giants and you have printed ambush on Rogue Wildling. Okay, tense is not that problematic. Currently there is no location. Blanking Honeywine doesn't really work. So can we get enough military? And 2 gold left. So if it's Last of the Giants into Make the Mighty, then it's basically hopeless to get enough military. Then I guess the more important thing would be to get enough claim soak or some dupes to survive the first round onslaught, and then free folk usually tends to run out of resources. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Well, 5 characters, you can kill 3. And we'll see. Maybe you can kill 4, depending on what comes in. If anything with Last of the Giants. So I guess Shagul and the Knight of Flowers are the 2 that need to survive. Then probably going into March after that, right? Well, nothing comes in, at least there's that. And now Intrigue challenge first. Well, that's kind of the minimum strength. It's a little risky, but okay, with 0 gold. Unless it's some kind of the Iron Bank will have its due into a strength boost. Yeah, doesn't bother defending because it needs Shagwell and the Knight of Flowers to stay standing, I think. And the location was going to be salted anyway. So there he was, Brienne the Blue, on top of the deck, pillaged unfortunately. That could have been useful in future rounds. Any character here could have defended with that, right? Now what do you do? I would suggest doing to claim intrigue. And that's the plan. Now do you defend? I don't think you do. So this is the first video we have of round 5. As promised, I will of course keep you updated with what happened in previous rounds. So I think we only had a few games and then everything was scheduled for Sunday and I was away. So I have Robert's game that was recorded without commentary during playtesting on Saturday evening, and my own game against Martin we recorded without commentary. We were going to record it later, but yeah, the tournament goes on, right? And simply isn't time to go back and record commentary for old games, so that will probably have to wait until the end of the tournament. So, but I can dig up some links. I think Richard Walker, I know he's streamed all Sunday, so I think he caught a few of our games as well. So I will dig those up and put the links in the description of this video for you. And of course, this round we had Rupert, yeah, just played just before I got home, so no footage of that exists. So, well, power-wise, that went pretty well for Tyrell, but yeah, board state is a little worrying, and if now Shagwell gets marched, it's not very nice. So, do you play marched or do you play another 2-claim plot? You play marched, but Mates plays more econ. Well, he lost Renly, right? Yeah, Renly and Sweet Sleep. Looks like he might have other options in hand. And now, I guess it depends what the card under Shagwell is. If it's a playable character, then the Knight of Flowers is going. Yeah. I still didn't give Crow Killers the reserve here. It's 5/5, so it would kneel. So that's an easy call. Now, Rattleshirt's Raiders can discard the attachments that are face down on the fools, but probably will be gone by the time we get to the challenges phase, I think. Unless it's a strength boost of some kind. Anything else? Unfortunately, one of the better characters, and could put in more military pressure. Well, Dupe is pretty nice, and Jingle Bell can search for another fool when he dies, so that's pretty good as well. And at this point it's just to claim even if the agenda is used at the moment, so you could just claim Jingle Bell and Randall's Dupe and you are completely fine. Too bad that didn't find the gold for Garland's ability. That could have stood Randall Tarly pretty easily, because the Arbor Marketplace is not going to do that if it gets assaulted. Could be a growing strong. Wonder what the gold is for. He would have bestowed, I think, if he didn't have an event in hand. Now what does Val do? Does she try to attack the hand first? Going military first. Now how much strength is going to be committed here? Six. And that's not enough to beat Brienne the Blue, as we know. And that's exactly what was happening against Rupert, if I remember correctly. Couldn't push the challenges through anymore at some point. Well, defense with 5. Now what? Ah, okay. Next best thing, I guess. Would have been even better on Randall Tarly, but I can't have everything. Although Garland, with his ability bestowed, yeah, choose a Tyrell character, which is a little awkward. Yeah, wouldn't have been good this round, so played this one correctly, I think. Now Val can get the last card. The problem is now the Arbor Marketplace has not been successfully assaulted, so it's just going to stand Randall Tarly. He's going to win probably both challenges, and there is a danger of getting the honey wine as well if kahaanboom continues to attack instead of defend. But then if Free Folk is forced into defending, it kind of lost anyway, right? Now Kenwal brings something in. Like a rogue wildling perhaps. Well, does she bring anything or? Wildling Bandit. Doesn't seem to matter much for this challenge. You could leave that because you're winning 3 challenges back now, right? Last card is gone. Okay, what was it? Arbor Queen. Now Shagwell and Jingle Bell will have the quasi draw anyway with their abilities. Not the best card. Yeah, unopposed power with Renown and Honeywine. Look at the power grow now. Up to 11. Board state kind of equalized. Targaryen has more cards in hand, but the fools have some. And the dupe situation is pretty decent as well here for Mates, so he's doing well, and if Jingle Bell dies, he draws as well. He has played both loans though, so it's -2 on all the remaining plots now, and he only has +3 from econ locations. So I guess needs to keep as much of this board as possible. He wins next round probably. Has 2 renown and power claim, that's already 14, and if the honey wine is involved, that just wins. So can he expect to be reset and then kahaanboom hopes for the best? You win or you die. Should help. Although no intimidate hurts, so drawing torment would be nice here for kahaanboom. And we go into coppers. Now coppers is going to have only 3 gold. So the best thing to draw, I think, would be just Brienne the Blue and Lord Renly's Ride and stuff like that. Well, Bounty of Highgarden, if that's in the deck. Any magic? After this round, it's a problem, so if you don't do enough damage, you could have 3 claim military, but really 3 claim power is kind of urgent now, right? If you don't do enough damage, you go down to 0 cards in hand. Then the game kind of goes away from you, so kahaanboom needs a good round. Even if he passes here, it's not a disaster. We won't know exactly what is in hand, so Val can bring stuff in. There's ambush, as we said, and there's Last of the Giants. And thinking for quite some time here. Possibly calculating or possibly despairing that there isn't anything great. So Meg the Mighty means you could attack military, trigger the agenda and kill him, which gives you 4 claim. And yeah, stealth as well now. And does he have intimidate? No, when he's not brought in with Last of the Giants, he doesn't have it, so well, it's something, but I don't know. Let's say you do that, then Randall's dupe is gone and 3 other characters, so Jingle Bell, the Courtier and Shagwell, right? And then you have Randall and Garland, and Randall can stand himself. So doesn't quite help, and you'd need, I guess, Val to bring in some power icons and do a swing there as well, if you don't want the game to be completely over. Now who does Meg kill? Can he kill anyone? Character you control. Yeah. 0 gold is unfortunate. Could always do with some. Can Rattleshirt's Raiders also target the Crown of Golden Roses? Committing 17. Is it enough? Should be. I think you can defend with Shagwell. That kind of want the Fools to survive, since that's extra cards that, if you're losing Intrigue this round as well, under pressure with the cards, but I don't know if Mates thinks he's winning this round. I think it's quite possible that he is, though now the crown is gone, right? Does it work until the end of the phase? Yeah. So could just thrown the cards away. Oh, he skilled Rattleshirt's Raiders before triggering. Did I misread that? Participating as an attacker? No, he could have triggered that first and then killed him. Oh, this is forced, okay, so that happens before, yeah. So if he was going to kill Rattleshirt's Raiders, that was never going to work out. That's slightly unfortunate for kahaanboom. But it's great news anyway for Mates. And Jingle Bell draws a card. Doesn't matter what it is. The important thing is that it stands Randall Tarly. So unless there's a Nightmares, could attack with Val on the power. Bring something in. Make sure you win that. Get the 2-claim swing before Tyrell strikes back, and then see if you're still alive. If Tyrell goes down to 9 and then does power with 2 renown, that's 12. Military with renown is 13. And if there's any Honeywine business, that's the trouble. They need to bring something else in. Rogue Wildling. Exactly the card that was needed. Well, it's 10, and if Randall throws 2 cards away, they can win this on defense. Then you're still on 11. Alright? And then he himself has a pretty good chance of winning power and military back. Although, yeah, can he only stand once after that? So he stands on defense and then he attacks and then stands once more. Yeah. He should be able to pull it off. Or do you leave this? Accept that you're going down to power and then you strike back. He's defending. Needs more. Needs one more. And there it is. Yeah, goes up to 13. And he keeps the strength increase, which means Honeywine much more realistic. So what can Val do now? Seems like she is the last hope to bring something in, but the best thing you can do is just more of these Rogue Wildlings. If Rogue Wildling comes in, stands back the Mighty, and then you have off to Galtown or something. What's it going to stand? Well, if he stands Meg the Mighty, then I think that has to be in hand. Now stands Rogue Wildling. Yeah, and now I don't think Mattes cares about this challenge. And still has the Arbor Marketplace, so Randall Tarly is winning. Winning in round 3. Got, yeah, almost his entire board killed, but not everyone. And the Randall Tarly stand with strength increase and the honey wine was enough again. So yeah, these are always interesting games with the free folk. You know, when it's round 3, the chances are already kind of going down. But yeah, if it's a really long game, then they usually lose. But we've seen, I think it was against Radek actually, free folk was played. Was it Nico against Radek in one of the previous rounds, where actually free folk got stronger in the late game when it was losing early on, so you never know. But yeah, that's good news for us. So it means it's 1-1 now in the Tyrell Targaryen match, with Mattes winning, and there are 2 more games to come tonight, and I think we can record both of them, so we'll see how they go. Thank you for being with me on this one, and we'll see you next time.